Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm bringing you a really good gameplay this time. I'm going up against the 30th ranked Xbox player, and he was really a good player. I played him a couple of times, and I don't think he beat me yet. But each game has been really a good game. Um, I'm the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's the Baltimore Ravens. You can go look at his name. I mean, he likes playing with the Ravens. And when you watch the guy play, I mean, he keeps it simple, but he got a couple of tricks up his sleeve. I mean, sometimes you get players and you just gotta, make sure you prepare for everything, because sometimes you got some players that just they attack every inch of the field, and that's what this guy does. And I mean, he got certain routes that just destroy certain things, and no matter what you do, you can't play man because he kills you with the man. You can't play zone because he destroys you with the zone. And I mean, you could put certain guys in certain formations, but he mixes up his plays really, really well. Anyway, the game itself, I mean, it was almost a low-scoring game, man. I think, I don't even know when we started scoring against each other, because it just really was that good of a defensive game. But we was both evenly matched. I mean, when it comes to the defense, I think, don't get me wrong, Kansas City is a little bit more better, but I mean, they still both stout defenses, no matter how you look at it. And I'm just trying to, stick with the run, keep things in front of me, not really, give him any turnovers to capitalize on. And I should have stuck it to the outside. I mean, I had good blocking, but like I said, I'm still learning how to, I guess you could say, really run the ball. I mean, I've been doing it more because I'm trying to keep, have a balance in my play calling, but sometimes, hey, it is what it is. It just doesn't work that way. And his guys, I mean, they do a really good job, of block shedding. I mean, he comes with a lot of different, defensive fronts, but they all stout fronts. I mean, they all stop the run. I mean, he got guys that just block shed like crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kansas City offensive line is not the greatest offensive line. So, that's like if I was getting Dallas or something like that. I mean, Dallas offensive line is stout, but their right end sucks. So it's kind of like that, Now, I will say that we get into grooves. We move down the field, but he it's just the combination of things, he was mixing up. I mean, his game was really, really, really stout. And he held me to a lot of, like, field goals and stuff like that. And this time we got around, but we couldn't get in. And we tried. We tried all kind of things. But look at his block shed. I mean, like I said, my offensive line wasn't that stout. So, you see, we went up 3-0. He's trying to find what he got. And, I mean, it's just, like I said, me taking away his routes, doing things. I mean, it was a combination of, it was all around good gameplay. And there we go, Eric Berry. He going ahead and get this interception. And I mean, one thing about I'm getting more familiar with is when you, I guess you could say, when you sit up here and you use teams that got good defenses but their offenses ain't great, you got to make sure they have a pretty decent offensive line. Well, if they're not decent, they need to be big and strong, because that counters this game. For some odd reason, it counters the game. Like, people don't realize that, but if you got a 325-pound lineman, yeah, he might be like a 72 overall, but if he got 90-something strength and you put him at guard and you just run the rock up the middle, it's going to show. It's really going to show. So I'm learning more and more and finding out what team suits me. I mean, of course, I'm a Saints fan all day, every day. But on Madden, the Saints is not a good defensive team. They got a good defensive line. They got some key pieces you could probably get away from. But if a team knows how to effectively utilize, I guess, another team against the Saints, like when it comes to running, man, I'm telling you, they will run on the Saints all day long, because the Saints outside linebackers is really not that good. They're really not that good. The inside linebackers can't block shed. Yes, Stephon Anthony got, some, I guess you could say, some speed and some strength, but his block shedding ain't great. Then you got like the other outside linebackers. I mean, they all, to me, they're not really that good. That's just the best way to say it. They're not really that good. And but anyway, to make a long story short, this game, as you see right now, is 13-0. He tried to go for it, but he didn't get it. And we just pretty much dotting him up, slowly, methodically moving down the field. I mean, I cut out a lot of gameplay because, man, I'm telling you, it was just a battle. And we in the full quarter right now. And like I said, I started figuring out, how to shred his defense. I mean, he just came with a lot of simple things. And, he didn't man too many people up, but he stuck with what he knows. And that's all that really matters. As long as you got a nice base defense, you know what I'm saying? And I held the ball too long. I wanted to go to B. And I should have went to B. And that was my fault. And this time we hit the nice little running back route. That's probably the best route in Madden. I don't care who you are. There ain't nobody could guard that. And if you utilize it in the right, I guess you could say the right type of play, that thing is deadly. That thing is deadly. So this time we got the guy quitting out. You already know what time it is. Peace.